All right, everybody, welcome to the CCL playoffs for Carroll University, and let's get into the first matchup already of the night. It's going to be UC versus CU, the University of Cincinnati versus Carroll University. Here we go already. We are about to get, well, I mean, it seems like we've already, seems like the first points have already started to be flying here. As you see that, the University of Cincinnati is able to get a few here. Now climbing up, still on the ranks. 15 seconds left on P1. And this one is going to be heading over towards the University of Cincinnati when it comes to the lead. Now, it looks like Carroll is going to be not able to find two. It looks like Sly Reaper unable to find that one. But nonetheless, still not out of the fight. Now, P2 is going to be a little bit of a struggle here when it comes down to the holding of it, as Sly's going to have to try and win these gunnies, and is unable to do so right there. And now this is round one of the CCL playoffs here for the Midwest region. And now Replex able to get one, and now this is going to be a really good time if they're able to hold this, and I don't think anybody's there. So now this is going to be tough here for Carroll to try and bounce back. 33 seconds. There's going to be somebody on time, and it looks like Replex is going to be able to get that one. And still, nonetheless, time still going over to the side of University of Cincinnati. Sly, he's going to be watching on the right side, making sure if there's anybody making the route over to him, and Ray is able to go for the solo challenge and win it. And now they're going to pick up this scrap, could be useful for the future, as P3 is going to be in contention. But not anymore. Now it looks like this one once again heads over immediately towards the University of Cincinnati. Sly was going to watch the back of his partner here, and it looks like someone's going to be rushing in. Sly is able to get one. Can he get the other? No, taken by surprise. Replex also taken down, and things are still not going too well for Carroll. Sly. Oh man, he's able to drop down, able to have his sidearm, but instead is going to have the AR in hand. He's going to be throwing the nade, but the trophy's going to be there, preventing him from throwing it. And now Ethan, he's going to see if there's anyone across, watching their flank, and he's able to get Ferda. And he knows that there's going to be somebody else across. He's going to have help with Sly. Sly is going to be greeted here by a barrage of bullets, but Ethan repeating with the same thing along with Ray, and the help is there. Ray able to get one, but Replex also not able to get the kills alongside Ray, and again, Replex falls. And Carroll having to pick it up. 112, and also still climbing is the University of Cincinnati, and things not going already too well for Carroll. And now Sly, he's going to be watching, seeing if there's anybody across, making sure that nobody's P2 as they make the route over to P4. And now Ethan unable to do anything there. Ray going to be watching across on the bedroom. He's unable to win the gunfight just yet, but now he's able to take it just barely. He's going to go for the challenge, able to get the two-piece. Replex is going to be there, but he's also not able to win anything either. And now a tough game it is going to be for Replex and Ethan so far. And it looks like Ethan's going to have the opportunity to come back, but unable to do so. 3 down there for Carroll. Sly's able to take down, I don't know how to pronounce that. Evas? I don't know, bro. But anyway, Sly is going to try and see if he can do anything. There's going to be the streak. That's going to give information over to the University of Cincinnati. Sly able to find one P1, but he gets traded as well. And time is going to be gray right now. Nobody's going to be there. And now Replex going to see what he can do. He's able to jump, but unable to get anything either. 155 to 14. Carroll University having to get at least 1 point in order to make a comeback here. And now Ethan able to get one from across. I believe it's going to be Fatal that's going to be on P1. Ethan unable to find him. And Replex having a pretty rough game so far. Now a Replex unable to find one. That's going to be 3 down once again for Carroll University. Ethan going to be watching up top on the stairs, not able to find anything there. Ray going to try and make the rotation over to P3. As Sly tries to drop down, getting covered from the couch, unable to help out. Replex also trying to go for the chow with the jump, but nothing either. Now Ethan having some help here with Ray. Ray going to be looking over, seeing if there's anyone on his right, and he finds somebody. Ethan and Ray both get traded, but Replex as well. Now things not going too well for Carroll University. I've said that quite a while. I need to stop saying the same things. And now Replex going to be using the zip line, but it's going to be caught out of nowhere. And now 30 points remaining. The University of Cincinnati don't win this here, so they're going to have to rotate over to P3. Things are going to be very weary. Ray's able to get one and able to hold off at least a tiny bit for the time being. But already on P3 is going to be nobody quite yet. Now Replex gonna try and see if he can win this gun. He does, and he's gonna have to back away and win life, but unfortunately the University of Cincinnati able to catch up with him. But this is time that Carroll University desperately needs. And Sly's gonna be watching the back over on P4. And now Ray gonna be putting down the trophy, but it gets caught. Ethan as well. And Sly, he's able to find one from the back. And he's going to try and go for the contestant to prevent them from winning. But I'm going to guess that they're already thinking about map 2 here. As Sly, he's going to be able to get one. Now 243 to 40 and climbing. But it's going to be a little bit of time. Although Cincinnati can win if they challenge one more time. Probably not anymore. And they know that they have to go new. But it looks like Replex is going to be already there. Replex unable to shoot on target. That's going to be pretty tough for them, as that's going to be the final push. And this one is going to be heading over to the University of Cincinnati. The University of Cincinnati able to take map 1. Side of the HP on Skyline. As Sferda was able to get the best play. Finding Sly last second there behind the wall. As here are your stats for the HP. We'll be right back with map 2 SND.
attacks. Can he get with that? But either way, amazingly, like Carroll.
Now that's going to be 3 down there for the University of Cincinnati. There's only going to be K-Dub that's going to be available. And as shown on the mini-map, you better be careful here. He's going to be on the side of Sly. The door's going to be heard. Ray might be the one that sees him. Oh, not quite. Maybe... Oh, wait, no. Seems like he's making the round from behind. This could be detrimental. Wait, what? This could be detrimental. Oh my gosh, you can't even speak. But Sly's able to be taken down, and Ray able to find it. And that's going to be the first round win for the SND going to Carroll University. Now, one more time. Here we go. It looks like it is going to be the challenge here. They better be careful not trying to hit each other. Now, Ray going to be... Ooh, nope. Still watching that angle. It looks like both of them are, and they better be careful here. Reflex! Oh my gosh, he's going to be running away. Smart maneuver. And Ethan's there with the help. That's going to be 2 down there for the University of Cincinnati. I know Ethan's going to be throwing this stun just in case Faber's making the route over. It looks like Ferda is going to be far out, going to be far left side. Shots are going to be heard. And Ray's able to find Ferda. Or sorry, someone else. Sorry. And it looks like Ferda is going to be making his way over to B site. And Replex is going to be able to spot him out if he stays on this angle. He is very, very fidgety. And it looks like he's not able to find him. And it looks like it's going to be up to Ray to find the final one. And that's round 2 going over to Carroll University. 0-2 so far in the S&D. Now let us head into the next round here. When it comes down to the SND, it looks like Carroll University is able to find the leverage, but can they keep it? That is the question. Ray and Sly going to be pushing this angle together. That's going to be 2 down, but also a team kill there. So things are going to be looking pretty bleak when it comes down to Carroll University. Replex. Oh man, just barely able to find that one. There's going to be a 2v1 situation, and he's watching the wrong angle. And he gets caught there, shoulder. And the University of Cincinnati pick up their first round in the SND. Now heading into... Oh. Oh. guessing the settings are going to be wrong. That's the only thing that I can really think of when it comes down to the team kills here. So as we figure this out, we will be right back.
missing. Can he get the other one? Yes, he does. He gets three-piece. The four-piece. Can he get it? No, Reza with the help. But either way, amazingly done there by Carroll.
He's able to get the two-piece, which is the defense. Can he get it? Yes, he does! That is going to be huge for Reflex. Call him the savior in this control. All right, here we go. We are about to get back into the SND. As things are now fixed up. Looks like now it is going to be, I believe, the same score, 2-1. Carroll University being up. And now the colors have been rearranged now so that everybody can't see, and it was very hard having the players being a very unseeable color, but nonetheless now things are going to be okay. As Ray's going to be watching the double doors here, Replex going to be making the actually no, he's not making a route. So he's going to be watching this angle from across B. He's going to be spotted. Now Ray's going to be still holding this. Good help there by Replex, and Ethan able to take the full course as Reflex was able to help out with the appetizer, and that's going to be 3 down for Carroll. 1-3 now. Ethan going to have to pull off a miracle. You know, Ethan probably has been hurt. He's going to be found, and that's going to be another round win for the University of Cincinnati. It is going to be 2-2. That is going to be the score. It is tied. Yeah, just Ethan unfortunately making the route over through the rubble. Not checking behind him, unfortunately, but I mean, I wouldn't expect anybody there either. So, nonetheless, 2-2 tied S&D. I'm assuming we're going to be playing it through as it was in the past, although I want to say that settings were wrong. I want to say that was the reason. As Replex falls once more. Ray gonna be watching this angle, and he rushes in. That was just COD timing, really. I was just COD timing. And Ethan gonna be spotted. His teammates gonna try and call that out, and they do. And that one is again gonna head over to the University of Cincinnati. And now 2-3. The University of Cincinnati able to take the lead here so far. And the SND, Sly gonna be having the bomb. Gonna be rushing through here onto the connector. Gonna be thinking about challenging these double doors. Able to help. Well, I mean, he didn't really help out there, I'm gonna be honest. But nonetheless, that's gonna be 1 down there for University of Cincinnati. Ethan playing off a good play, but he's able to spot one. He knows where they are. He's gonna play this slowly. He's able to find one. Can he find the other? No, he just tags him, and that's gonna be another one for the University of Cincinnati. That is gonna be 4-2. That's going to be 4-2, and now... Looks like they're once... Oh, wow, okay. Now, the glass is going to break. I don't think anybody's going to hear that. Ray might have been spotted there through the rubble, and he is. As they're shooting right through the DVD bin, and he gets caught. But the trade is there. Sly able to pick it up, but he also gets traded. And there's going to be a 2v3 situation. Can it be a 2v2? No, Ethan gets caught. Replex as well. And University of Cincinnati able to make this a match point game for them. It is now 2-5. The University of Cincinnati only need one more to pick up the victory in the SND. And now Replex gonna be throwing the nade, seeing if anybody can be caught there. Not able to find anybody there. Ray gotta go for the chow. Good help. And Sly able to finish the job. Ethan going to be holding down this angle. He hears the door. Ray is going to have to try and find him, but he's unable to. That's going to be 2 down from K-Dub. And Ray able to trade him out. Now a 2v2 situation. Carroll can do this. It's time to lock in. You know, Ethan watching the back of Ray. Ray doing the vice versa. Now they're going to be making a route over. They should be careful here. Making a wrap all around. Ray needs to check corners. And he doesn't. And that's going to be the SNT. The University of Cincinnati is able to take it 2-6 against Carroll University in map 2. Now that should be it, right? That should be it. It was 1-2 in the last. Yes, it is. Okay. The University of Cincinnati taking home the map 2 victory. And it is now 0-2. And Carroll is down 2 maps. They're going to have to pull off a reverse sweep if they want to do this. And we'll find out if it becomes a reality in map 3. All right, now we're going to be inside of the control here. Carroll able to take 1 life away from the University of Cincinnati. As it looks like Cincinnati is able to take out a good hefty amount. And now it's going to be tied up when it comes to lives. Now about a little over a minute left on the clock. And Carroll is going to have to stack a point if they want to have the opportunity to win this. Nathan staying watching this. It's going to be 3 down there for Carroll. And now Replex. He's going to be watching across, seeing what can happen. Nothing there. And Ethan, he's going to see what he can do. He's able to find one. Can he find the other? No, he cannot. Ray going to be looking on the right side, unable to find anybody there. He's going to be caught from the stairs above, and Replex nearly has the team kill as well. And now he's going to be watching his left side. He's going to get caught as well. Lives dwindling down for Carroll University as the University of Cincinnati holding their own. Replex unable to find one either. And now less than 5 seconds remaining on the clock. It looks like Replex going to try and capture it on his own. But this first round is going to head over to the University of Cincinnati for map 3. Round 1. Just the defensiveness when it comes down to the University of Cincinnati was just on another level when it comes to the comparableness of the offensive maneuvers from Carroll here. You see that Ferda's just able to find every angle that he had expected a Carroll person to be at. And now it's going to be 0-1. And now let's see what Carroll can do here. On the offensive route. Replex gonna fall immediately. Ethan able to find the trade. Sly. And it looks like Trey's gonna be just going on back and forth. And now Ethan unable to find that one. Sly gonna be making the route onto the zip. Seeing there's going to be somebody on the top window, and he jumps down. A member of University of Cincinnati. Sly unable to find that kill, and I think that's going to be very, I think that has been what's been causing a ton of these losses from Carroll, is just not being able to win or just fully get these kills. Now, Sly running away, unable to do anything there. The University of Cincinnati going to be halfway done onto B site, as they're going to be able to get the second tick. Now, Replex does have a stun and a nade. Not being thrown, but they are going to be thrown at him. Instead, he's going to be challenging this, and he's unable to get it. Again, almost a team kill. B, and it looks like B is going to be captured. A about to be. Ethan unable to get anything there. Ray is able to pick it up, unable to get the second. Replex with the help, and able to hold this off the contestant, but lives are dropping for Carroll University. Ray going for the reload, and A is going to be captured by the University of Cincinnati, making this match points for the series. Good hold here from Castle side. Gonna look from the back, seeing if anybody spawns. Amazing play there by Evas. And now it is 0-2, match point for the series. If the University of Cincinnati wins this, they take it home. And Carroll would go over to the losers, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Now it looks like Ray going to be looking onto the left, unable to find anything, and immediately 4 down for Carroll University, as Ferda's able to get a 3-piece. Sly, oh man, that's just very troublesome when it comes down to the gunnies so far. I mean, I've seen a ton of Reflex shooting in the same way. I don't know if it's because of the teammates are getting in the way or if Reflex just happens to be in an unfortunate position almost every time that he gets into a gunny. And now Reflex going to be watching across. Ethan unable to find the second. Why? He's going to get stunned. He's going to have good health. But there's going to be two there with K-Dub and Evas. And Ethan as well falls. It is going to be 17-23. B has the first tick captured. 40 seconds remaining. And we only have a few more to go. It looks like lives are now dropping. 30 seconds left. B, I believe it's going to be only with Fatal there. Ethan able to find one on top of the stairs. The stack is going to be there probably for A. And they can't get this. Ethan going to be watching the top as we go over to Reflex. He's going to be contested. Can he get the second tick? Oh no, there's going to be a streak. And that takes down Reflex. 25 seconds remaining. Now Ray, he is not going to be able to see anybody above him. Sly falls. 5 lives remaining there for Carroll. Ray just barely able to get the kill. Can he get this one? No, he cannot. And it looks like this one is going to be heading over to Carroll University. Or sorry, to the University of Cincinnati when it comes down to the series. And Carroll falls 0-3. The University of Cincinnati played a very, very good game of competitive Call of Duty, leaving them the victors against Carroll University here tonight. And as here are your stats for the Control. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.